Hello guys, this is Anton from Johannesburg, Randfontein, South Africa. Thank you for all the new subscribers. A lot of people ask me questions about kraal preparation. So this is just the empty kraal now. This is where the lot came out last week that we slaughtered. I just want to quickly show you how I prepare the kraal. So on the feeding area, the cattle stand for long hours. So this area here, I installed some concrete. In this area specifically, I installed some paving. So that make that there's not much corrosion in this area. That worked well for me. In the past, there's a big ditch that they walk out be in front of the voerbakke, so it becomes deeper here, and every time it rains, the water is stuck, and then the cattle don't want to come to the feeding trail. So that's the reason why I installed the concrete here. In terms of ground preparation, after a cycle, if you look at that kraal there, it's still full of manure, cattle manure. See how much lower this ground is here. I took out all the manure with the scraper. I'll show you what the scraper look like. So we scrape out all the manure, especially when the rainy season starts. You want to make sure that you don't have manure in your kraal. If the rain starts to fall here, see there's the scraper, and that's the spreader. That machine, once the manure is on piles, you take it all out with the scraper. You scrape it to this side. You throw it into the spreader. You hook it on the tracker and you go spread it over the land that you're planning to plant. This cattle manure is a very good fertilizer to fertilize land with, where you're planning to plant mealies or grass or whatever you're planning to plant. You fertilize your ground with the cattle manure. So after all the manure is out, you must try and keep all the manure out of the ground, out of the kraal. You use a compacting material, so every time you scrape, some of the soil go out with the spreading. So we bring in some compacting material, we throw it over the ground, we spread it out nicely, we take a compactor and we compact the ground with this material on top. So when the rain season starts next month, there's not a lot of mud that's going to form in this kraal. This material here, once the rain season starts, will become mud. It's actually a very bad situation where your cattle stand knee deep inside of manure, and even in that circumstance they still grow. But you, as I said previously, want to make it as comfortable as possible for your cattle. You don't want your cattle to suffer, so you make your kraal as comfortable as you possibly can. And for that, I try to eliminate the mud as much as possible. In terms of fencing, I'm planting new poles here now. These poles are planted a meter deep into the ground. Then we're going to put 4 horizontal poles. That's probably the cheapest proper kraal you can build. If you plant it a meter deep, these poles are 125, 150 thick, and you plant them a meter deep in the ground, the fence is quite secure. So we're going to do it on this side, we're going to do it on that side, and on the bottom side. Originally, when I started a year or so ago with this kraal, I only had wire fencing like on the other side. But I'm busy replacing it now with wooden poles. The wooden pole lifespan is about 10 years. Hoping to get 10 years without working on this kraal again, and then the cattle can live here without being disturbed. So that's in terms of. In this kraal is 40 meters thick, long by 20 meters wide. you can work roughly on about 1 calf per 10 square meters. So you can live quite an amount of calves in this kraal. As I say, you don't want to overpopulate a kraal, and you don't want to put too little in a kraal. The overpopulation make that they won't feed. They will compete with getting to the feed trail, and the underpopulation make, especially in the winter, that they doesn't sleep warm. To have more cattle in your kraal like this, there's 55 in this kraal. In winter time, every one of them generates some meat where they don't sleep cold. They keep each other warm in the end of the day. Let's look how nice and comfortable these calves are. They're all lying down. They only lie down if they're fed. Look like they're ready for the deep big sleep. Look how calm and comfortable they are. And that's where you want your calves. You want them completely calm and comfortable. Nothing must chase them around. This is an old bull we bought. In terms of feeding, I don't believe bulls got big money. And for the simple reason, the bull eat a lot. You need 2.4 kilograms of growth on this bull per day just to pay his feed. Only after that you make money. And many people are very proud of 2.4 kilograms of growth. I'm telling you now, that's what you need only to pay your feed. Go do your maths, see what you get for your meat. You'll see you need more growth on a bull because of the size. It still eats 3 to 3.2% of his body mass. And that's the reason why you must be very careful before you feed a bull. I weigh my bulls every month. If that bull doesn't give me 3 kilogram plus a day, he won't see the next month. I'll slaughter him immediately. I need 3 kilograms a day from my bulls because the amount they feed. It's not always clever to feed a bull. People are very proud of feeding bulls, but the bull eats a lot. That bull weighs now 700. That means he eats 21 kilograms of feed a day. 21 times 4 gives you 84 rand a day that bull costs you to stand in this kraal. If that bull doesn't give you that back in meat, it's not worth your while to have him in this kraal. That specific bull, that 93 kilograms this month. So I'm still making a little bit of money. But if he doesn't pick up weight, you must slaughter him. You mustn't keep him in your kraal. Thank you guys. Please subscribe. Thank you for the new followers. I'll put up another video on tomorrow.